What's up, guys? Brody Z here with Asgard Media. Sitting here at the Forge in Joliet, Illinois. Danny from Ashes to New.
Yes, sir.
What is up?
Nothing much. Just got done playing. It was a good show.
It was
really
a great
awesome.
set.
Yeah, Joliet's
You guys
awesome.
had a ton of energy.
Yeah, the crowd was awesome.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the biggest crowd in the world, but it was.
No, I mean,
really
this
good.
is.
It was really
It's not a huge venue, but it's not super small either. So
Yeah, so it was good. I was feeling it up there. It was nice. Yeah.
So if you're watching, you're probably thinking this looks a little bit familiar. About a month ago, we talked to the Mats.
Yes. You got the two mats.
It was right before the album dropped.
Yep. Yeah, that was like February, mid-February.
Give or take.
Yeah.
So this one's going to be just about the album.
Cool.
Which, it's called The Future. Dropped on 420.
Yes, it did.
Was that a conscious choice, or
No.
is that just the way it
That
worked
was the
out?
label's decision. We were like, oh boy, we're gonna get so many people just being like, oh, place it up, like all this shit. We're like, we didn't pick it. But
Could have had some clever marketing there, though.
yeah, and you know what's funny is like our album artwork design has like a bunch of smoke on it, so we
Yeah.
were like, that's really weird how that worked out.
Well, yeah, the album artwork, it's a really simple design.
Yeah.
Actually, you got the vinyl over there if you want to grab it and show it to people.
Bam.
So that's the album artwork design,
Yeah.
and it's really simple. Who came up with the design for that?
So when I was working with the band early on, we were trying to look at rebranding things and kind of changing things a little bit. And I found a font that had a logo very similar to this one.
Mm-hmm.
We just took out this little bracket here so it made it even. And if you put a little triangle in the middle, of that, it makes a negative space A.
Yeah.
So it's not just a triangle. It's actually a negative space
We
A.
can move this up a little bit,
Yep. Oh yeah. Or if you move that up. But if you put a triangle right in the middle, it would be a negative space A. So
Hell yeah.
we were like, we felt like that was a cool way to represent the band, and we could use that to put it all over the place. We wanted
Very
a nice
simple, very
symbol.
elegant.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yep.
So about the album, Matt has said that, let's see here, it's direct quote, "You went through the most extreme level of adversity that anyone can go through while creating that album."
Yeah. I mean, we didn't have bears attacking us, so we did it without bears attacking us. But aside from that, yeah, it was
So not the most extreme.
Not the most extreme.
But pretty extreme.
Yeah, it was tough, man. It was like every day it was like we were crawling through a new mile of shit. But we never stopped crawling, so we're here today.
So what all happened?
It's just everything from like legal things with the old members and them trying to, honestly, to be brutally honest, them trying to drag us down and make this band fail.
Really?
Yeah. Certain disagreements with the labels on certain songs, even just writing the album and facing hurdles there. There was just a lot of things. It was just like there was always another hurdle, but we just kept pushing forward and kept our eyes on the goal.
It's the only way you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good experience though. You know, some of the worst times make for the best experiences. So.
Right. And that's always how things go. I think
Yeah.
You went through all that shit, but now you're coming up on top. You had a great set out here tonight, and you're just gonna keep pushing on. How much longer do you have on this tour with 10 years?
So this is actually just a one-off date with them.
Oh,
we had
really?
like one other one, but we were mainly doing this for a festival run. We had 3 festival dates. We had Carolina Rebellion, Northern Invasion, and then we have Rock on the Range. That's in a few days, and we needed dates to kind of route us to and from, so we weren't just like all the way down to North Carolina, all the way up to Wisconsin,
That's
and then all the way over to Ohio. So we listed some dates, and this lined up, and we toured with them back in January and February, so it just kind of worked out.
Cool. So the Future itself, the name, The Future, has a lot of meaning for you guys. Not just it's not just the name of the album. It's actually
it's everything. It was just everything that happened, that we went through, that we fought for, and then like now everything that's going to come after.
looking ahead.
Yeah, we just always kept our eyes on the prize and just kept pushing forward.
Yeah. Now you guys have like a very, especially this album here. It's got a very Linkin Park, old school Linkin Park, especially like Hybrid Theory, Meteora feel to it. Was that a collaborative decision?
It's just kind of what came out with the genre of music that we are is, rap rock.
Right.
So we just, all of us wrote together. We brought our influences, and all our different styles, and that's just kind of how it turned out. Matt, the drummer, listens to tons of pop and hip hop and rap,
Right.
and so he worked with Matt on a lot of the raps and on a lot of the lyrics, and I worked on obviously with a lot of the lyrics with Matt, and it's just all of us combined made this sound, and we all kind of gave our input to every little piece of the music. We all gave input on the guitar, we all gave input on the vocals, the melodies, the lyrics, we all gave input on the drums, and all the other synth stuff and production stuff. It was just all of our individual styles. That's just what it made.
Well, a little while ago on Facebook, there was a post that's from you guys that said you think, in your opinions, Linkin Park is one of the most influential bands of all time.
I think they have 2 diamond albums now.
Yeah.
Like, they have sold a shit ton of albums.
Fuck ton.
And realistically, all the bands that are coming out now, all the musicians that are, making music and getting out there in the music world now, were heavily influenced by Linkin Park. They were the biggest band to come out at that time.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I know I was like 7 or 8. I listened to that album. I was influenced by it.
Early high school.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people, they might not be the most influential band of all time, but that's kind of a generational thing,
Right.
For a lot of musicians, that came before Linkin Park, it was, the Stones and Led Zeppelin and all those bands, but there's going to be times, where people aren't going to know those bands anymore. I mean, they'll obviously still exist.
Well,
The music will be shared around, but they won't have any influence from them at all.
Right.
It all depends on what generation you're brought up in.
So maybe not all time, but definitely our time.
It's a hot nipple. That's Lance. So what were you saying?
I was just saying, so maybe not all time, but definitely our time.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
All right, so what are the social media plugs? Where can people get a hold of you guys and find you?
They can get a hold of us. Just search us up on From Ashes to New, or on Facebook, From Ashes to New. Hey, thanks, man. Facebook, just look up From Ashes to New. I think Twitter's Fatten Official, FATN Official.
Yeah.
I think.
Same for
Snapchat. Instagram, I'm pretty sure, is just From Ashes to New. And then we're also on Bands in Town, which is a really awesome app because you can find out just by
It really is.
putting in certain artists that you like in a certain radius that you're willing to travel. It'll let you know every time that a band books a show in that radius.
Yep.
So you never have to wonder, when's that band coming back?
Yeah.
Because we've gotten times where we played Houston, and then 3 days later we get a message, hey, when are you coming to Houston? We're like, dude, we were just there. So Bands in Town is awesome. That's pretty much it. Just our FromAshesToNew.com page and our Fatten merch. I think that's Shopify. Yeah, that's where you can get all our merchandise and stuff like that. So we're everywhere. You just type in From Ashes to New on Google. You'll find all that stuff. Yeah, it's a really awesome site.
All right, man. Well, that'll do it. This, like I said, this is just going to be a short little follow-up to the last one. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yeah, it was a good interview. I watched that.
Yeah.
I was with Lance doing another interview. So.
Yeah, it was at the exact same time, too.
Yeah, it was a busy tour. Busy tour.
That was a fun night, though.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Yeah. Yep. All right, well, that'll do it for us. From Ashes to New, Danny.
Check us out.
Brody. Jay's behind the camera. Go listen to the podcast. It's the Jay and Brody Show. It comes out every Tuesday on every major podcasting platform. Give the video a like, subscribe, all that good shit, and have a good one.
Thanks, guys.